Hey guys, this is Dabs here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm excited to have you join me in this tutorial. In this one, I want to show you how you can create an auto blog for your business, for your website. Even if you want to create a blog, literally auto blogging that would earn you a lot of money, $5,000, $10,000 monthly. I'll show you exactly how to do that in this tutorial. I have seen this same model work for a SaaS startup, work for content blogs, work for personal website and business website generally, regardless of the type of business you're doing. So today you don't need to worry about AI content. Google just literally worry about content that had value. And Google knows right now that even AI would do a better job writing the more detailed content than even the human. It's a no-brainer that Google will definitely get to where they are right now, where they don't frown at AI generated content because there are a lot of them that are racking first page search results on Google and also on other search engines. So without further ado, I think I should get started into this tutorial ASAP. For the purpose of this tutorial, I would not be going through step-by-step process of setting up a WordPress website. If you need to learn how to set up a WordPress website yourself, you don't have any experience setting up one before, I got you covered. There are just a few steps you need to make. You need to register a domain name, register also an hosting account. And I will always recommend Hostinger for anyone who is looking for something budget friendly. You just want something that is way cheap. Hostinger is way to go. You get a free domain. I have done lots of tutorials on this channel that will show you exactly how that's done. So if you go to my YouTube channel, I'll also leave links to this in the video description so you can check them out. So I have an Hostinger playlist here where you can see lots of tutorials. As a matter of fact, this very last one here talks about how to buy cheap on Hostinger, how to save a lot of money. I talked about all their pricing plan and how you can get the best out of them. And then the next one here talks about even the new Hostinger 2024 interface. So I did a walkthrough how you can set up WordPress. So with this tutorial here, you would not have a problem setting up a WordPress website. So just check my video description for you to see all these links. And also you can also consider A2 hosting. I use A2 hosting right now for all my established blogs and websites because I kind of like their turbo speed. So if you check them out, you can see that they have a shared hosting or maybe even their WordPress hosting. You can also check their plan. They're a little bit more pricey than Hostinger. If you come down here and see their plan that has this turbo boost or turbo max here, starts at 2.99 to 14.99 per month. So I love this turbo speed. It is quite very fantastic. And if you have much more again to spend, you can also check the video description. You will see a link to SiteGround. SiteGround also is a fantastic tool that gives you amazing server resources that will give you speed. And if you set up a WordPress website, you should be able to come to an interface like this. So I will just come to my dashboard. I'd want to change the design to something entirely different. For me to create a website like this that I'm interested in creating auto blogging on, I would consider speed. That's very important. And that's why I would limit my theme to a Gutenberg theme because Gutenberg is known for speed, unlike other page builders like Elementor or like Bricks. Those would slightly slow down your website, and that's why I would recommend a theme called Afina. It is at wpafina.com. So the reason why I love Afina is because it is 100% Gutenberg WordPress theme, which means it's faster than other page builder like I mentioned earlier. It also includes built-in features such as contact form, tracking code, and preloader, which I think is very fantastic. Another reason why I love Afina is because it has amazing demos, and with their demos you have over 30 plus demos that you can easily use to set up your website. With the 30 plus ready-made demos, you are good to start. You don't need to worry your head about trying to design your own website. You can easily use their template here and you can get started. How super amazing. And they have versatile demos that cover wide range of industries. Another reason why I love this theme is because of its pricing. It's amazing. For just $19, you are able to use these on 20 websites. That's it. You can consider this theme WP Afina. It's literally up to you. You can come here and get any plan that you want, but the $19 plan is quite good enough. You can check out here and have access to this theme. I will be using this theme in this tutorial. I need to just mention that so that you know exactly why I'm using this theme and I'm not using any other theme. So right now I can just come to appearance. I can come to themes. I can come here and add a new theme. I can upload my theme. So I have WP Afina Pro here and I can install this theme. So I have this theme installed here. I can go ahead and activate this theme. So definitely the theme would come with a license key, so you can paste that here. And then you will see this option here if you want them to contact you for promotional, security update and educational content or whatever it is. In your case, you can say yes, but this is for tutorial, so I'll say no and then I'll activate my license. Just like I told you, there are a lot of things you can do with this theme. You can see from white labeling these as a designer. You can use this theme and add your own name. This theme also have provision for tracking codes, code injector. It's quite amazing. You don't need to install further plugins for this on your website. This keep your website super light. But right now, let's just go to ready-made template here. For the purpose of this example, let's just say I want to create a creative portfolio website, and I'll just use this. So you can scroll down. I think there are other template also for portfolio, so you can check that out. But I will just use this. You can preview this demo. I think this is super beautiful for a Gutenberg website. A super lightweight theme. And then I can just close this. I can come back here and then I can import this demo. With the click of a button, we have this done. So right now we can just come here and let's view our website. Let's open this up in a new tab. So you can see here we have nothing here apart from the header and the footer, which is quite very good. So I can come back here and I can come to my pages. So I can see that I have other pages here like the home page, contact page, and then also a sample page. So right now what I want to do is to come to my settings. I can come to reading, and here I can change this from my latest post to a static page, and I can select my home page and then I can save changes. And now if I come back here and then I refresh this, alright, so we now have our home page here, but don't be afraid, this is not loading as we want this to load. We just need to make another change for us to be able to have this fit just like the demo. So let's just edit this page and then we can just come back to our template here. So we'll come here and we can change this to swap template, and then we'll see the Afina full width here. So we'll select this and then we update this page, and then we can view our page now. Bingo, we now have this showing exactly how we want this to show. Inside of the WordPress editor, we can make changes to our page, change text, change design, colors, do everything we want to do. I don't want to waste time trying to edit this. This is not a Gutenberg tutorial. For this page to be ready, there are quite a number of things you need to do. You need to set up your logo. You need to set up your menu as well. All this menu here still have the demo link, so you need to change them to your own links. But right now, let's come back to the back end of this website and then let's see what we can do with content. So if we come to our pages and all pages, you can see here that we don't have any blog page whatsoever. So what I can do is to create one, and let's come to add new. I can call this blog, news, call it publications, whatever you want to call it, that's fine. I'll publish this. So we have that live. So let's come back to the back end. So we now have a blog page here, and the next thing we should do right now is for us to go to settings and then set this page to be our official WordPress blog page. Before we do that, I think we should focus now on trying to generate our AI content first. For us to be able to do that, I would recommend that we check out this tool called AIBuster.com. I think I should close this. We are done with WP Afina. This tool called AI Booster would help you generate 1,000 AI powered informative blog posts with just one click of a button. not just blog post, it can be Amazon product review, it can be SaaS review, it can be recipe article, it can be a lot of things. And I think this is beautiful. So you can start a free trial for $1, as you can see here, and check their pricing. So you can see they have a $1 3 days trial here. Test me with just 50,000 AI words. So you can see you have access to ChatGPT 3.5 AI content. You can publish 10 times faster. Quite a number of things you can do here. And I love how they have a number of pricing plans so that you can pick which one is appropriate for you. These plans here are monthly. You can switch to a yearly plan for you to see what it is like to invest in a year, and you can also switch to a lifetime plan. So the good thing is that currently there is a 50% discount that you can use as a coupon, that is Buster50. So this will slash these prices in half for you. You can also check the video description for you to also see a coupon code from me. It's called STAPS20. You can take out 20%. So either way, you will have something for you to use. You can come down here and check out this tool. So that's it for AI Buster. So let's go inside this tool and see exactly how to use this. So this is what it would look like if you invest into this, or maybe you are using their free trial. So in my own case here, you can see that I have up to 500,000 credits, which is very, very good. So the first thing we want to do to use this is for us to add our website to this platform. So if you come down here, you would have the option for you to add either your WordPress website or your Shopify store. So you can use this as well for your Shopify store. And that's amazing, right? So I'll copy my URL here, and then I'll come back here. I will paste that here. Be careful to remove this slash at the end of .com, because that can create problems if you leave it. That's very, very important. And here we can give this a title, just any title for you to be able to remember what website it is. My website here is Dabs Tutorial, so I'll just call that Dabs Tutorial. So you can have lots of websites. You can have 10, 20 websites. So you want to be able to identify all of them. Or you can just give it dabstutorial.com, or just give it your domain name so that you can differentiate these from other websites. So that's it. So the next thing we want to do is to go to username and password. Your username here should be your WordPress username. In my case, it's Dabs. Our password here would not be your WordPress password, rather an application password. So you can come to your WordPress dashboard here. You can come to your user. You can edit your profile. You can scroll down. You should be able to see application password here. So I can just call this AI Buster, and I can just add new application. So now I have this password here. I'm going to delete this, by the way. So this is just temporary. So once I'm done, so I have that here. So you can see I can revoke this if I want to. And then I can come back here, and then I'll paste that here, and then I'll save. That's it. Website submitted successfully. Super simple and super easy, right? So the next thing we want to do is for us to write a blog post. So right now here, if you come to the content section, you can see that you can use this tool to generate quite a number of articles, like an informative article, Amazon review, website versus article, food recipe article, SaaS review, biography article, and quite a number of things. But for this tutorial, I will just stick to informative article. So here under informative article, we can generate bulk article or a single info article. So for the purpose of this example, I will generate bulk article. So here it is recommended for you to use GPT-4, which I will be using. If you are a pro user, you have option for this. This would give you better results. Trust me, you know that, right? So my campaign name, I can call this anything. I can just call this bulk article 1. So the next thing is for me to enter keywords. These keywords are what this AI tool will use to generate articles for you. In my own case here, I can just use this free tool here for me to generate keywords. So keywordtool.io. It's a free tool. You can use this to generate keywords for your blog. However, it is limited in the free. Let's say that I want to write content around blog traffic, for example. I can just type that here and I can search. So this tool has been able to generate 243 keywords for us that we can use. So you can begin to see the kind of content you can create. So you can see here how to increase blog traffic, which is a good keyword. Unfortunately, you don't have the statistics like the search volume trends, average CPC, and the competition. Those things are very, very important. But if you want to have that, you can go pro. As you can see here, that's literally up to you. You can just scroll down and just exhaust all the keywords and pick out some keywords, but I think I'm okay with this 5. I will just copy this and then I'll come back to this tool here. I would paste that here. So if you scroll down, you can see you have options here: generate an introduction, generate a conclusion, a quick question. I think this is good. Generate frequently asked question. I think this is good too as well. So I'm going to leave all this as is. And the next thing here is to select image source. By default here you have Creative Commons from Google. I might just want to use free stock images from Pixabay or from Unsplash, but I think Pixabay is okay for this. And I also want to select the number of images for each article. Maybe let's do 2, which is good. You can give this image caption if you want to. This is off by default. Select videos. I might just want to say 1 video or no video. Maybe now just no video. You can generate AI image if you want to. Select language, but for this I might want to add 1 video, any random video. In your case, you may want to add any random. You can also generate AI images. This is also optional. This is still in beta, so you may want to tread carefully with this, but I would not use this for the purpose of this example. Your language, English, is fine. You may want to set a tone. Professional is by default here, but you can also maybe do simple academic. Maybe you want to add some humor to your content, but I just want to leave this as professional, and I think this is good. Also, from your point of view, do you want to address your content from a professional point of view or from a first person or second person or third person? I always love to write my article from a first person point of view. Post type, this is a post. Select website, definitely this. You can also select category. Unfortunately, I don't have any category. I can just leave this as blog. And then status, do you want this to be published or draft? This might be good for draft, might be good if you still want to go through the article, you want to rewrite them before you publish them, that's fine. But for the purpose of this example, I'll leave this as published. Do you want to schedule this post? You may want to turn that on and then start publishing from a date and end it at a particular date. I don't want to schedule this right now. We have an advanced option here. We can toggle this for us to see what we have. So you can add custom information. You can add an automatic external link. You can add automatic infographics. You can add automatic interlinking to as well. And all of these things are quite very, very amazing. And these things are good for SEO. But note that these are still in beta. So in case they are not functioning the way they should, you should understand why. It will still be modified and improved upon. So once you are done with all of these things here, you can just hit the submit button. So you can see this is processing here. In no time here, we'll have this article published. All right, so right now in just like a minute, we have 5 articles successfully published, and then we can see them based on the 5 keywords that we have provided. And then we can see also the amount of words that have been written: 7,000, 8,000, 8,000, 9,000, 6,000. This is quite a lot. Before we leave here, I think we should just check this content out. Let's see. Let's just view them. Let's see exactly what this has been able to do. So you can see here, good title tags here, and I think this is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. But I think this is not able to generate image with Pixabay. Maybe there's an issue there. Chose that this tool should generate two images per article. So I'm not seeing that here, but that's fine. This is a fantastic article here. I think this is detailed. You can read through, you can make corrections, you can also check also on WordPress for you to confirm that this has been posted to WordPress. So let's come to all our posts. And you can see we have those posts here already published. How super cool is this? Go ahead, schedule as many content as possible. You can schedule 100 content for a week or two. You can just schedule them and just have this AI buster keep blasting your WordPress website with good, amazing content like this. So what I should do ideally is to come to settings here and come to reading, and then select this as our blog page and then save changes, so that we should be able to see all our content on an archive page. But that's not exactly what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using a plugin here, a WordPress plugin here called Fancy Post Gutenberg Post Blocks. This is a fantastic plugin that will help us display our blog post. So right now, let's just copy this and let's come to our plugins. Let's come to add new. Let's install this plugin. So we have this plugin here, Fancy Post, best ultimate post block, post grid, layout, carousel, slider for Gutenberg, and also Elementor. So let's install this and let's activate this. Good stuff. Now we now have this plugin installed and activated. So right now we have option here for Fancy Post, but we can just easily come to settings. Let's see what we have here. So right here, you see some of the things are available for you to use. The first thing here is a heart react in case you want to add emojis to maybe content. You may want to turn that on, but I think this is a pro feature. I'm not sure. And the last thing here also that you can turn on is a post category as well. You can easily turn that on, but I think this is free. This is quite fantastic. So if you did turn anything on here, for example, like post category, you can just save changes. So these are the little settings that you can do with this Fancy Post. So the next thing is for us to see how to embed these into our pages. So for example, let's open the front end of the page here. Let's assume that on this page here, we just don't want to display our recent work. We also want to display our content, and that's very critical. But I think before I embed that, I think since my article don't have images like we saw here, I think I should just generate new ones. Hopefully that should be able to have images, and the ones here that don't have images, I should be able to maybe add featured images to them. So this will help us. I think I should do that. So let's come back here. Let's write more informative article. Let's generate bulk article. Let me come back here and let me see if I can get more keywords. Instead of blog traffic right now, I might just want to say how to make money on a blog, and then I'll search this. So this has been able to generate 143 keywords again for us. So I can just begin to select. All right, so now I have 10 keywords here. So I'll select this and then I'll copy this. Right now, let's come back here and then let's, as usual, come to GPT recommended, campaign name, make money on the blog. I'll paste my keywords here, 10 of them, and this is good. And then I'll leave this as is, Creative Commons with Google, and I'll leave all of this. Images, I want 2 images. Images 1, I'll leave this as is. Select caption, I'll leave this as off. Videos, let's leave 1 video. Let's see how that would work. Let's leave this as professional. Maybe I should make this creative. I think I like that. Or I should make this simple. I think I like simplicity. Point of view, I want to make this first person as usual. Post, select website, that's tooth. I've not created a category, unfortunately. I'll have selected another category for this. So I'm gonna leave this. Let's just make this blog. publish this. I don't need to schedule this, so let's submit this. So while these would be processing this, trying to create this content, I can just go ahead and add future image, the 5 of them that I had before, just random images here. Okay, great. So we have this article posted here. As usual, you can see them, 10,000 words here in this article. That's crazy. Also, coming back here, let me refresh this to see that we now have all these articles here. So 17 of them here. So I can see all the articles now here. And I think this is good. Okay, this is the verification poster is a draft. So I'm just going to delete this and all this hello world too as well. Move this to trash. So right now, before we continue, let's just view this post. Let's see exactly what this looks like. All right. So unfortunately, we've not set up our text structure. So you can see step 1 here. This should be a maybe H2 or H3 tag. Step 2 as well. So this is together. So let's come back here. Let's sort that out before we put some finishing touches to this. So we're gonna do that by just coming to green shift here. There's quite a lot about this theme here and I love it. So let's just come here and we can see that from here we can just easily come to our style book. So this is where we set our global element like our heading, our button, body text, our colors, variables. But I don't want to waste so much time trying to do all of this right now. So these I just want to mess around with the size. For this here, I can just do maybe size 38 for this. For header 2, I might want to do size 36 for this. For header 3, I might want to do 34. Just in that sequence. For header 4 here, I might want to do 32. For header 5, I might want to do 30. For my body and text element, I might just want to change this to maybe 16 pixel, right? Let's just do this for experimental purpose. Let's save this here. This has been updated. Let's come back to this URL right now. Let's refresh this and let's see what we have. Beautiful. And I think this is good. Fantastic. Okay. Good stuff. So we have a very good article here. So now let's come back here. Let's exit this. And right now, just like I was about to say earlier, so let's come back here. Let's say that we want to add a section here for our recent articles. Let's just edit this page and let's see how we can add that to this page. Right, so this is Gutenberg by default, so you know how this. So we want to go to exactly where we want to add blog section. Let's just say maybe somewhere here. So I would select this and I would just add after, right? So now I would select a container. I think this is good. For a container here, I might just want to maybe play around with some spacing. And then I would add some padding. Let's say to the top, I want to do maybe 60. To the bottom, let's say another 60. Yeah. All right. So I think that's good. So I want to come down here. Let me just add a post block here. Unfortunately, some of these are not still displaying images, and I think this is really not good. Right now, I think we'll make do of what we have right now. I can use the header here and I can just say recent. So that's it. So let's come back here right now. We can make some changes to this. So if you click this right now, you can play in between the grid, like grid 1, grid 2, grid 3, grid 4. But unfortunately, I've noticed that if you change the grid here, you may not be able to see the changes inside here, but rather on the live website. So I would want to maybe leave this as is, and then I can come down here. 3 is good. You may want to maybe change this to 4, and then you may want to post count. Let's just make this 3, and let's make this 6. Just 2 rows. That's good. We may also want to add more spacing to this, so I might just want to, for my row here, I might just do 30 pixel. For my column guide, I want to leave this as 15. That's good. You can experiment. You can change your accept word count from maybe 19, maybe to 20, whatever it is that work for you. Read more. You may want to maybe change this to whatever text. Click here, whatever it is that works for you. We have several options here. Also, this is a pro feature. We might want to just leave this. Post query, this is random post. We may want to make this popular post, but this is a pro feature, so we're going to leave this. You can add an offset here to maybe like 3 recent articles so that you exclude those posts. That's literally up to you, but that's possible. You can post this by date. You can select it by author, by modification, by, can also make this random. You can, whatever you want to do with this is fine. Post, this will be descending or ascending. Whatever you want to do here is also fine. For your thumbnail size, you may want to make this medium, which is fine. You may want to medium, large, full. You can experiment with all of those things for you to see how those things work. For pagination, you may want to set some pagination here. For your previous text, you may just want to write previous, and next, just write next, but this icon is default. You may want to set where you want your pagination to be, at the left, at the center, or at the right. So maybe I'll leave this at the left rather. On page loading, that's infinite loading, is also a pro feature. We might want to leave that too as well. So you can hide some of the metadata that you want to show. Let's say, okay, we want to show a thumbnail, post title, author. We may want to disable that. That's gone. We want to also disable the post date, the view count. We might just want to take off all of those things. That's literally up to you. So you can see those things here are gone. So we're going to leave the remaining ones as is. Like I told you, the Love React is a pro feature, so we're going to leave that too. So we can also mess around with our colors here. That's very possible. So this color, you might want to make this your theme color. Maybe I can use this Chrome extension here that to grab the color. Maybe this color here. I can copy this and I can close this. I can just scroll down. I want to leave most of all these colors the way they are. This yellow, I might want to make this custom. So I'll come down here, copy this, and then I'll paste the new color that we copied here. So that should reflect down here, so you can see we now have that here. So that will give us that unity in colors, uniformity in colors. That's very, very important. So you can also copy this blue right now, change some other colors to that, but I don't want to waste so much time. I think I should do that for this red. Really, I think red is not too good. So let's copy this color here. Let's close this. So for this red, I'm going to change that to this. Okay, good. So if we come down here, we now have that here. I still have another red here. I might also want to change that to as well. So change this. Change this to as well. That I've changed this color here, but I'm going to leave this as is. We're going to update this page and let's check this out. So let's view this page in a new tab and see. All right, so we have our page loaded here. So we can scroll down and down and down. We now have our recent post here, and this is it. Isn't this super amazing? You can see this is taking time to load. My internet connection is very, very crappy right now, so you want to bear with me. So I have read more here, so people can easily read more. So right now, I think this is good. So you may want to have some more control over your content by maybe using your custom images. and so that you can give them equal height. You can see from here I had thumbnails from my YouTube channel. You can tell how pretty much decent this is looking compared to something random like this. So I will encourage you to invest time creating uh, beautiful thumbnails for your content, because they will make a lot of difference. You can also still create a dedicated page for your blog, which I want to go. That would also be good in case you're trying to create a blog entirely. You just want to create a WordPress blog, not necessarily a business website like this. So let's come back to the back end. I think I want to come. Okay, somewhere here. Okay, that's good. So let's come to our pages. Let's come to all pages. So before we go into our blog page here, for you to have full control over what this fancy post can do for you, so you can easily click here to check more about their pro feature. But I think I have their website open here, so you can see fancy post. So right here, if you come down here, you'll be able to see their pricing plan for yearly or a lifetime. One site $39.99, that's about $40. Business for 5 sites, 74, that's about $75, and then agency $150. You'll be able to use all the pro feature on this post. So pre-designed template, responsible winning columns, advanced post query, well documentation, typography, quite a number of things you can do with the pro feature. So I would want to install that before I continue. So let me just come to plugin, come to add new. Let's upload the pro. So I have the pro here, so I'll install this. Good. So I have this activated, but make sure that you deactivate the free version before you activate the pro version. That's very important. So we can use the two together. So hovering around fancy post right now, so you can see we now have options here for short code, block short code, and we can add blocks to this, which is quite very fantastic, like I said. So let's come to our pages right now, all pages. Let's edit our blog page. One thing you want to do first is to change the template of the page. Make sure it is set to a thinner full width. You want to switch from the default template to this so that you can keep the consistency of the theme. So once you're sure that this is now full width, we can then now start building this page. So if we come down here, we can start putting in a post grid, post slider, whatever we want to do. But let's just browse all. I'm not sure I want to design this entire page right now. I don't want to waste so much time. But coming down here to fancy posts, you can see that we now have quite a number of options now for fancy heading. So you can see the preview of what the heading would look like, and I think this is quite very beautiful for a blog. Heading effect, so you can see this post grid. This is taking time to load, so you can see this is popping up too as well. So we have quite a number of things here: post group, post list, post grid interactive, post resect, post slider. So you can have a slider of your post. You can also have an Ajax filter as well if you want to filter between categories on your page. Info box, notice box, auto bio, pros and cons, advanced button, editorial rating, video pop-up, image comparison in case you want to review things, table of content, image slider, team member. That's quite a lot. There is literally no limits to what you can do with this. So for example, let me just say I just want to do for example, we did post grid earlier, so let's do post grid again, something like this. Let's see what we have now as options here. So you can see this. So if we click this right now, so you can see that right now for this, now we now have options here. This place now looks more beautiful. So we have post here. We can switch between post to pages to you can see we can now use a green sheet style book. We can now have blog groups, so we can design quite a number of things with this. We can play around post per column, post per pages, total post we want to have. Our post order, we can have this either ascending or descending. So before we are making changes here, it's not reflecting here. So you can see changes we are making here is reflecting here. This image is taking time to pop. We can change our text here, our read more button. Also, we can do quite a number of things here. I really don't want to waste so much time. So right now, coming to our appearance, you can see that we now have from grid 1 to grid 10. So we can easily play around this grid to see what they are. So you can see what grid 2 is looking like. We can see the changes here. And I think this is quite very beautiful. So this is grid 3. You can work with grid 4. You can do grid 5. Quite beautiful things here. How you can easily design your blog page. So you can also change the content alignment to the middle, to the end, however you want to structure your blog. Column gap, you can put some gap in between and also some row gaps. Image height, you can also play around with that. Pagination, you can see we can have this to Ajax or this to just load more. You can see that we have full control over what we can do and cannot do with these elements right now, and the same thing for all the elements that are there. So you can go ahead and build your blog page, add a slider, add a content page. As this video is immensely long right now, I don't want to extend this right now, but I can do standalone tutorials to focus more on the theme, the fancy post plugin. I can also have another tutorial that will focus more on the AI buster, for you to see how you can get the best out of this. That's it for this. And finally, I also mentioned that I want to show you how you can make money with this. So you can publish your blog post. The lazy way most people try to make money off their blog or their website is Google AdSense. Unfortunately, before you start making money from Google AdSense, you will need to have decent traffic. So it means that beyond just posting content here, you want to do your due diligence looking for long tail keywords that you can easily rank for, so that you can start attracting traffic in some few months to your blog. There are a lot of AdSense alternative that will easily, as a matter of fact, without even traffic on your blog, will monetize, like Propeller Ads, like Ezoic, like a lot of them here. Sincerely, you can just go to your browser and just type AdSense Alternative 2024. So you can see them, they are here. There are a lot of them. Rev Content, Mediavine, Info Links. Trust me, media.net is also there. Those are like Ezoic also here is one of my go-to if I would recommend anything that would be an alternative to Google AdSense. But that's not pretty much how I would make money if I were to set up a blog like this or a content like this. There are other ways to make money, like use the website to sell your services. Like if you go to my website right now, I sell web design services, and a lead there can generate me thousands in dollars to design, to do a website project, and that's quite a lot. So I can write content like this to sell that kind of services. I will make a lot of money. Another way I've made money with site like this is for you to sell them off. You can design this kind of website, design this kind of blog to sell them eventually, like platform like Flipper. If you come to flipper.com, Flipper is the number one marketplace to buy and sell SaaS businesses, apps, and all these kind of things, like they are saying on their website. So if you can come down here, you can see this is an e-commerce website. This is selling for, the asking price for this is 5 million US dollars. That's crazy money. This is 3 million US dollars. These are established website. You can see this website here is just 1 year old. This is an e-commerce website, but if you go through all their websites, you can see quite huge amount of money. And if you check statistics, if you read this report here, you'll learn more. You can see the trends in online businesses. So you can read this trend and you can go through the article yourself, self-explanatory. And Flipper have all of these statistics available on their website year by year. You will see how much of content websites are selling. As a matter of fact, if you scroll through all of these pages, you will see lots of blogs, lot of websites that are selling for good amount of money. Also, another platform that you can sell your website, $5,000, $10,000, is Motion Invest. You can come down here, you can come check, so you can create an account and log in to view all this website. They won't let you know. So you can see here, this is a starter website. This is selling for $940 as the asking price. So it doesn't have any visitors per month. This website doesn't even have any monthly income and is selling for $940. However, this is an Amazon monetization website. So you can see you can create content around Amazon and you can sell. And you can use AI Buster here for you to create Amazon review articles. How super amazing is this? So you can check, you can see this again. This is monetized by Amazon and Ezoic. Like I told you to monetize your website, this is also asking for $940. So you can check all of this. This is an informational website. This is selling for 17,000. These are maybe good visitors monthly, 20K visitors. So you can check all their listings and see the types of website they are selling, and you can create one like that. Create a content website and you can sell them up easily. In a month you can do $10,000, $20,000. So I am not telling you fairy tales, I'm telling you a business that I have done. I have sold lots of starter websites on flipper.com. It's a fantastic business. You can start with one website. Before you know it, you're gonna add to 2 to 3 to 4. There are times that I have 20, 30 website listed on flipper.com. I averagely sell my website for $999. These are starter websites without traffic. I design them and I sell them just like that. This is a lucrative business, and I mean it when I say it is something you should look into. If you want to learn more about this, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll look out for that. I am pretty much exhausted. This video has been super long, and I'm gonna end this here. Just let me know what more you want to learn from me around businesses like this, and also check the video description for you to see all the tools that I have talked about in this video. That's my time. I'll see you again. Bye for now.